And I think it's time that I share all that information with you. It has recipes for every season. Okay, so this is the package. I'll quickly show you. That's what we're gonna do this year. Je ne sais pas. I don't know. Live my best life, basically. That's the best way I can put it. They come in green, brown, pink. There we go. Okay, quick update. That baguette was a total fail. It's interesting and I really want to see because it has like two. So I'm very excited to start. Yay! Extra lotion. First ever baguette. That does not look like a baguette. Oh my gosh. Hi, beauty. Hi, beauty. This is the concealer and this is the foundation. That's so interesting. Good morning everyone and welcome to the very first 2026 vlog. I'm very excited to be starting this whole new year with all of you, and trust me when I say this year's video are going to have a very different twist to it. Not very different, but a little bit of a different twist to it. I've already got about 16 videos planned, lined up, blueprint done. Everything is already done and they're just ready to shoot. I've got some amazing ideas. I am going to be focusing a little bit more on real life, real experiences, wellness, health, because I think we all need it. And it's not going to be a wellness channel. It's not going to be a health and wellness channel. No, that's not going to happen. But I am going to sprinkle that in a little bit because I've been going through a really long wellness journey, and I think it's time that I share all that information with you because it's really helped me throughout the years when it comes to physical health, mental health, just overall health. And I really want to share that because I still got my roller and I just realized that. And I really need to sprinkle that in a little bit because I really think that a lot of people can benefit from it. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of the focus of the videos moving forward. I'm also going to be talking a little bit about how I manage each season because the last year and a half, I would say, I really focused on different seasons and how my body and my mental health and everything adjusts to that season, and the things that I tend to do in order to manage that season a little bit differently. And what I mean is, and I will walk you through every step of the way. For example, winter are, I think, the one month that a lot of people want to focus on. For example, summer, everybody is busy, everybody has places to go, everybody has so much activity, and I think people are too busy to focus on, oh, what does my body need? What do I need mentally? What do I need to do to manage the season? But I think winter is one of those months that everybody focuses on, and a lot of people talk about this. So I will be showing you a couple of different tools that I use, that I have been using for almost a year and a half, that really helped me live my best life. Basically, that's the best way I can put it. I cannot even tell you, I would never in a million years imagine living the life I am living right now. And when you hear slow living, it doesn't mean, oh, you're sitting on the couch 24/7. That's not slow living. Slow living means intentional living. And that's what I'm going to bring a lot more, because I think a lot of people enjoy it, and I think that a lot of people can benefit from it. All right, so with that in mind, I am headed downstairs right now to bake my first ever baguette. And here's the thing about baguette. I'll tell you, first of all, today marks 1 year of my sourdough. I already told my starter happy birthday to him. It's his birthday, and I'm so excited because it's been such a fun journey. It's been such an incredible journey. Just being able to see the result of your work has been so incredible. So today I want to bake baguette for the first time ever. The thing with baguette is that it has to be a true baguette. A lot of the baguettes I see, it looks just like a regular bread. Baguette, it takes specialties, it takes skills, and one of the things I look for in baguettes, it's that emptiness inside it and that crunch on the outside and that rustic looking. So I'm going to try to make that, because that's what a true baguette is. Baguette is not just you cut it in half and it looks just like a regular bread, just in a baguette shape. I always say that to Jima. There's been so many times that I get baguette and I open it and it looks like a bread. I'm like, this tastes like a bread, looks like a bread, feels like a bread. It's just in the shape of baguette. That's not true baguette. So that was a lot of baguettes. So yeah, I'm a little excited to get into this baguette world now, because now that I'm not saying I have mastered sourdough, but I will say that I'm there with sourdough. I still watch a lot of videos. I still learn a lot about sourdough. I'm not saying that I'm perfect at it and I don't need to learn anymore. I'm learning every day. I'm watching a bunch of sourdough videos to see what are some tips and tricks that professionals are doing. But that's enough talk about bread, because I'm getting hungry right now. I am so excited for this year. Truly, I also want to appreciate every single one of you that has been so incredibly supportive throughout my whole YouTube journey. I just want to say thank you. I know sometimes I get emotional and I say this, but I truly do mean it, because you're the only reason I sit here with a smile on my face and with a heart full of passion, and I do this. You're the only reason. So thank you, and let's get a beautiful year started together. The sun is so harsh here that I come here and I get blinded by the sun, but it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So sourdough just went into its little home, the little proofing basket here, until it's ready for its first stretch and fold in about half an hour. So first rest, it's about an hour, so I have half an hour to make baguette. I looked at a couple of recipes. I didn't want to overwhelm myself to look at a bunch of recipes. I think I'm just gonna get into it and just make the first batch and see how it turns out, then go from there. But this one is this girl from France. She's lived in France our whole life, and she's like, I love baguette. So she's experimented a couple of different ones, and she said this recipe has been closest recipe to the bread she's had in France. So I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with that. So I'm very excited to start. Yay! By the way, these bowls, I use them for literally everything, for bread, for food, for mixing food, marinating food. They are huge. I don't know what, doesn't say the size on here. It just says 122 Fahrenheit. but it doesn't have anything else. I got them from IKEA, and I use these for, I got 3 of them, and they were $9.99. So if you go to IKEA, or I don't know if you can order online or not, but that's where I got them from. All right, so we need instant yeast. It says 7 grams of instant yeast. That's 4. I'll put you down in a second so you can see what I'm doing. I know you can't see it. All right, 7 grams of instant yeast. And then for water, your water when you're working with yeast has to be warm. So for sourdough, it has to be around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. For, well, that's what I do, 75 to 85, I do 80. And then for yeast, it has to be 100 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit for focaccia as well. So if you're working with yeast, from my experience from the breads I've been making, they're all in the range of like 100 and 110. So I've got my water already, and I measured, it's 107. That's very good, because too hot it can kill your yeast, and too cold it just won't work. All right, 107 is good. And then for water, all right, let me bring you down. We need 340 grams. Let me tilt you down, if I don't break my camera. Okay. All right, there you can see. But then you can't see me, which is fine. Okay. 300 and how much? 340, so we zero out the scale. And we put 3. I'm very excited for this. Oh, the smell of yeast. All right, that's 3. I think we're, at least I am conditioned to the yeast smelling like bread. So every time I smell the yeast, I'm like, oh, bread. All right, so we're gonna stir it. Oops. I wish you could see me and my bowl at the same time. I'm sure you can if I take you a little bit further. Okay, that's much better. Isn't it funny, last year this time, I started sourdough, and exactly marking 1 year of sourdough, I'm making baguette now. Okay, that's actually funny. I will post the recipe if it turns out great. Because it's so crumbly. Is that okay? I don't know. I don't know why it became crumbly. I'm just separating it. Je ne sais pas. I don't know. Bloom the yeast in lukewarm water, 110. Oh my gosh, she said. She did say on her recipe what the degree should, because I had to look it up. Warm to the touch for a few minutes. Okay, add the flour and mix roughly. All right, so we're gonna add the flour. Okay, so she uses all-purpose flour in her recipe. I'm gonna use bread flour just because bread flour has higher protein and it's much better for structure, and it's slightly better for rise and open open crumbs. So for baguette overall, it's better to use bread flour. There we go. Then mix it mix it roughly. Then add the salt after mixing. Salt directly on the yeast can weaken it, yes. So we add the salt afterwards, okay? It feels a little bit different than my sourdough. It's a little bit more softer. I wonder if we can make baguette with sourdough starter and how it would taste like. Wonder if anyone has made it. All right, 2 teaspoons. Doesn't say the gram. We're just gonna do 2 teaspoons. Okay. I think that's like 7 grams or so. Okay. 2 teaspoons. No, that's 12 grams. That's a lot of salt. All right. Then we mix it and we leave it for 2 hours. That's it. Like, honestly, it's so easy. So I've seen some people add honey and sugar, if I'm not mistaken, but we're gonna experiment. Let's see how this one turns out, and then we go from there. All right, so she said roughly mix it. You don't want to over mix it, and then just leave it for 2 hours, and we'll see. Okay, so it's been 2 hours and let's see. So it's, I would say, doubled in size almost. And the key, I've been looking at a couple of recipes. The key, people say you're not supposed to really touch the dough too much. Like, don't push it down because you're supposed to have lots of air bubbles inside it. So you just basically flip it on a flour count. Well, let's just do it together. Let's just do it. Okay, then you're supposed to basically flour your hands and make it into 2 equal parts so that you can cut it in half. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. And then what he did is he like twisted and turned. Let's see, and put it in. That does not look like a baguette. Oh my gosh. I probably should have watched more videos, but it's totally fine. I'm gonna put it in here. This is not gonna turn out well. I already have a feeling. All right, then we're gonna score it with a razor. This does not look like baguette. I have no idea. All right, in the oven it goes. Okay, so I think that's a fail. The good thing is that it's only 2 p.m. and I'm gonna try to actually make it again because that does not look good. That looks like a half pretzel, half baguette. I'm gonna let it cool down and cut into it and see, but I think that's a fail. Okay, quick update, that baguette was a total fail, and I think a couple of mistakes I made. I tried the most advanced recipe and I tried the express one because it said it would be ready in 2 hours. So I'm like, ooh, let me make it in 2 hours. And that didn't work because I need to first try a traditional recipe just to see how it comes out and then try other recipes. And then the other thing is that my yeast, I just realized that I opened it over 1.5 years ago and you're supposed to use it within 4 months. It's not that it's harmful or anything, it just weakens over time. So we'll see, but it's rising already. So I put it in half an hour ago, well, almost an hour ago, because I got to do 3 stretch and folds. I'm doing it the long way. I'm doing it the long way, but this one also takes 5 hours, so it's not that much. It's just like focaccia. So I thought while the dough is resting, I would quickly show my calendar because they're my planner. This is the one thing that every single year at the beginning of the year, I really work on because it truly helps me for work, for personal life, for just my content, for honestly everything that I have going on. So if you're looking for something for work, if you're looking for something just for your personal goals to reach, this planner is honestly one of my favorites. I used to use this other planner that was ready to go. And then I thought to myself that planners are such personal things and they're really supposed to be customizable. So I went online and looked for something that I was able to kind of customize myself. I think I talked about this last year. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I have dough all over my hands. By the way, I did my nails. If these are not baker's hands, I don't know what is. I think I talked about this in one of my previous videos about my planner. But I went online and looked for inserts because I'm like, inserts, you might be able to pick exactly what you want. So this company, I'll list all the information in the description box below so you don't miss it. So first we have this cover. I also have multiple different colors and I really love that is the timer for my stretch and fold. I'll be right back. So the agenda cover is something that you only purchase once. I mean, for me, at least I purchased this 4 years ago and it still looks brand new. I mean, I do really take care of my things, but it still looks brand new. I love how vintage it looks, like an old book, and even in your little like library or your bookshelf area, it looks really nice. I always have it on my desk, but it is a A5 size. They do come in different shades. I'm not sure if they come in different sizes, but I will list it in the description box if I didn't already say that. And then you open it up, you have a little pocket on this side and no pocket at the end. And then inside it feels very velvety. I don't think this is real leather. And on the outer side, it feels like leather. 6 holes, and you can fit a lot in here. So let's go over my calendar and the way you can customize this is incredible because I've gotten a bunch of extra stuff they have on their website as inserts next to my monthly, weekly calendar. And I used to have a 1 page per day planner, but I found that that's too much, and it used to be 8.5 by 11, like a regular paper size, and I'm like, that's just way too much. I don't write a whole entire page for each day. So I found this, and I wanted something that I can see my entire week at one glance, and I love that because when you open it, I'll show you, and the thing is that I have tabs. I gotta show you my old one. Oh, perfect. I have it right here. Okay, so this is my, this is a card. So this is my old one, and I got these tabs. They come in green, brown, pink, like a very dusty, really nice look. It was a package. Really nice looking pink, and then white, not stark white, like a off-white. And then what you do is you put these, I'm waiting for Jimon to do it because I get so stressed putting these tabs on, because one time I put them and they were not even and I couldn't stand it, so I had to remove it and redo it. So I told Jimon, that's your task. Every January you got to do this for me. So these tabs come in a pack of like 8, 9, so you have it for 8-9 years, and they also have weekly, daily, so it's amazing. The tabs are great. I really love them. For example, this is March. This is how your March looks like, the whole entire month in one glance. And then before your month starts, I love it because it has a little note on this side, so everything you have going on for that specific month, you write it here. And then right before the month, you have March goals. I love how March came up because March is my favorite. Our New Year's, Persian New Year's, everything restarts, everything blooms again, everything looks so beautiful. That's actually when, genuinely, that's actually when I truly celebrate a new year. And I love how so many people are talking about this. I saw so many videos lately the last like couple of years on all the different social media platforms that people talk about how January really, it's time to hibernate, it's time to cocoon, it's time to just sleep and cozy up. And then March is actually when the new year starts, the spring equinox. That's when everything is like born. So, and it's Persian New Year, so that's when we celebrate New Year. That's when I celebrated New Year's growing up. So for me, I love January, don't get me wrong, but March is truly when I celebrate a whole new year. So then right before March starts, you have a whole entire page. You have your goals. You can write down up to 8 goals. So the titles are here. Then you write down all the little goals you have, like personal, fitness, wellness, how many books you want to read, and the things you want to achieve. Then you have important dates, like if you have birthdays or priorities or something going on, you write them here. Then you have priorities. I'll bring it up close so you can see. And then you have bills due, and then a little checklist. I love this page. I truly, truly love this page. So here is the little goals, and then important dates, priorities. So you have this for every single month. And then you have your monthly. Then I gotta show you. Oh, and then you have all these, and then you have a bunch of these note pages, which I honestly can't have enough of these. I use these so much. I have 3 of these at the end of beginning of each month because I have 3 different things that I write down. And then I also have bullet point pages, bullet point journal pages, bullet point pages. Yes, where like there's a bunch of dots. And I love that as well. I insert that 1 or 2 at the beginning of each month as well because I use those a lot. And then I'm gonna show you weekly. And then we go to weekly, and then this is what your weekly looks like. So it used to be Sunday start, and now it's a Monday start, which I actually don't mind. First I was like, I I don't like change. I get used to something and I just want it that way, but I'm fine with it. I like it. So first, beginning of each week, you have a whole designated area here for your weekly to-do list. And then you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this is what it looks like up close. It's such high quality papers. Like if I show you the papers, they are such high quality. Another thing I love is that the lines are so subtle. They're so soft. Sometimes I look at people's videos and they have planners and the lines are so thick. They completely take over the page and they're very overpowering. And look how subtle. You can't even see it from here. They're very, very soft gray, and I love that. You can barely see, but everything is there. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that was a little planner tour. Did I show you everything on this planner? Yes. And then at the beginning it has a page where it says this planner belongs to. Again, you can customize it to almost anything you want. There's a whole page about important dates, holidays. There's a whole page that shows you the entire 2026 in one page, in one view. And I love it. Again, it's very high quality. The lines are so subtle, so soft, that it just makes me feel so good every week that I open a brand new page. I think this year I'm gonna go with brown. Let me quickly show you the tabs, because the tabs are really important too, because you need the tabs. Okay, so this is what the tabs look like. Again, there's I think 4 or 5 of this color. There's green, there is like a really nice pastel pink, there's white. I got these for, oh, there's also navy. I forgot navy. There's also really nice navy. So you have all your months, and then you have, oh sorry, this is all your months, and then you have what it's like, monthly, weekly, daily, freely. I like that. This is also very high quality. It truly feels like leather. Very, very high quality. I'll show you when I put them on, when Jimon has time to put them on. But it's time for me to do another stretch and fold. My sourdough is also resting right now. I've got 2 breads going on at the same time. I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am, honestly. I've just been absolutely loving making bread. It truly brings me so much joy. I can't even explain to you. It truly brings me joy. And baking. I've got so many new recipes to show you this year. I've got so many wellness things to show. I'm very excited. I already said it at the beginning of the video. I don't need to repeat. I'm happy. I'm very, very excited. All right, I'm gonna go stretch and fold my bread. My hands feel so dry because you constantly, first it was a sourdough, now it's a baguette. Imagine constantly washing your hands because you don't know what you touched between stretch and fold, so you have to wash your hands. Then constantly washing your hands, constantly having your hands in flour and water. They feel so dry. All right, I've got about 2 hours until that rests. Extra lotion because my hands are screaming. I think I'm gonna get some work done until the dough is ready. 2 hours is not bad. And then we'll see what it looks like after 2 hours. I hope it rises. That's actually exactly when my sourdough is ready. I'll keep you posted.
Oh my god. That is unbelievable.
Soft light You almost leaned in. Shadows move, skin to skin. Something unspoken. Will you let me in? You and I will always have that one night. Come morning light, we'll always have that sunrise. We'll always have that sunrise. Daybreak, shadows fade. You step back, I step away. Nothing's broken, nothing new. Only the sunrise. Over you and I will always have that one night. Come morning light, we'll always have that sunrise. We'll always have that sunrise. I don't wanna leave. I don't wanna go. Just for a moment more, get close to We'll always have that one night. We'll always have that sunrise.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful sunrise that was. And there's a reason why I've put 2 different days, 2 different sunrises at the beginning of each day for you, because that's one of the things I want to talk about. But before we jump into talking about sunrise, I wanted to quickly, can I put my hair up? I'm going to quickly, what did I just say? I wanted to quickly show you the package that I just received from L'Oreal, because it's such a beautiful package. And I don't know how much you know, but I've been using L'Oreal since I was in high school. Like, their products is one of the best drugstore makeup products, skincare products, beauty brands that I always go to if I'm looking for drugstore makeup. And I've tried almost every single item on the shelf at the drugstores, but I always go back to L'Oreal. And now I'm so excited because I just received this package from them as a gift, and I can't wait to show you. Okay, so this is the package. I'll quickly show you because I know this video has already been very, very long, hasn't it? But that's what we're gonna do this year. So what I'm doing is I'm making my videos a little bit different. So you're gonna see a little bit longer vlogs, because I'm only probably going to do vlogs once a week. So we'll see. We'll see. We will cross that bridge when we get there, but I think that's what's going to happen. So first, I wanted to show you this lipstick because I got very excited when I received this. I have 3 other ones that I will show you. This is their Plum Hyaluronic Lip Oil. And if you saw one of my previous videos, I just put a full face of makeup on, but I would have shown you. The applicator is such a little cute, beautiful applicator. And this is lip plumbing. So it's going to have a little bit of it like a tingly feeling on your lips, and it's going to give you a beautiful natural plum. The other 3 that I've shown in my previous videos, reason I'm showing is because I love, this was in the previous package that I received. Reason I'm showing you is because I absolutely love these. I've been using only one. I'm really learning to just use one at a time so that they don't go bad, because that's what happens to a lot of my makeups. These are pH, so what happens with these is that they change color to your natural lip color, and for me they give me a very beautiful blush pink on my lips. These are also hyaluronic lip oils. They're hydrating and they're lip oils, but they're not oily. I hate the feeling of like oily or stickiness 100% immediately remove. But this is the one, yes, this is the one I've been using. Oh, I lied. This is the one I've been using. As you can see, it's a little cloudy in there. And these are the 3 different shades. They're slightly different. They give you slightly different shades of pink, but they're so beautiful. So this is the one I just received and I'm so excited. This beautiful lip liner. I have a couple other colors. I think I also have Worth It. I'm not sure, but I'm very excited that I received this because I use these almost every single morning. They glide on. There's some lip liners that if I have nothing on my skin, like no makeup, no primers, they don't glide on. This glides on so beautifully. Next up, I've never used this before. There's a Panorama Mascara Blackest Black. This is a voluminous, so I don't know the main difference. Oh, okay, Extensionist. This is the one I've been using and I've been swearing by. I wear it every single day. Every single day now. I'm absolutely in love with this Extensionist. I've introduced this previously, but this is the one I just got. I'm not going to open it because I have 3 open mascaras at the moment, but I will test this with you as soon as I open it, I promise. Very excited to use this. I'll definitely keep you posted when I do use it. This is the True Match foundation. I've never used it. They sent me a C3 Cool Light Medium, which I really think goes with my skin color. Like, very, very close to my skin color. I've never used this foundation before. I'll definitely be using this soon, so I'll let you know maybe in the next video or so. And a matching color concealer with hyaluronic acid and caffeine. I love that because it hydrates and also helps with sleepy eyes, tired eyes, and the puffiness under eyes. This is the concealer and this is the foundation. I'm very excited. By the way, I just noticed that I've had red nails for so long now. I keep removing them and redoing. I do my own nails at home and I keep going back to red because I was at my parents' house a couple weeks ago and I took her my whole nail case and I was like, what color do you want? She's like, let's go red. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna go red too. So since then I've kept my red and I'm short every time. Like, this is the nail I've had for almost a month and a half, 2 months. Okay, next up, back to L'Oreal. This one is a shadow stick. I have 3 different colors of this. This is a 4th color. These are I've never had shadow stick before this. They're a must because they glide on so beautifully. They're so blendable and they're perfect to layer with other eyeshadows or even other shades of this shadow. So I really love it. I will also keep you posted on this one. Maybe we'll do like a full L'Oreal makeup day. I also have some skincare and hair stuff in here. So, okay, next up, I've never used this before. This is a faux brow pencil. Yeah, tint pen, brow tint pen. I've never used it. It's interesting and I really want to see because it has like 2, look, I'll show you. That's so interesting. I mean, I didn't do, what's happening? I fixed the camera to, okay, that's much better. Okay, look, I didn't do that justice. I like pushed it in too much, but look at that. That's very interesting and I'm very excited to use it. I already have makeup on. I would have used it, but I'm wondering how, don't worry about the other line that I drew because I pushed it in. I wonder how like the 2 works. I've never done a, we'll see, we'll find out, right? Okay, next up we have, I also never used this before, infallible brow lamination. It's hard for me with lamination because I tried a couple of brow gels and my eyebrows grow this way instead of like a regular hair. They're so springy and they're so hard. So I'm not sure if anything will hold my brows, but I'm really excited to test this. I've never used a lamination before, but we're definitely going to test this and keep you posted. Okay, next up, this is very funny because, let me show you this. Okay, look at this. This is my go-to. I've had this for 20 plus years. The L'Oreal hairspray. This is the unscented extra strong hold. And I've tried many different hairsprays on the market. And the only thing is that I hate it when it makes your hair feel sticky. What's it called? Like crunchy. Oh, I can't stand it. And it's humidity resistant, extra hold. And I don't know the difference between this one and the one I have. I think this one may have a little scent to it and mine doesn't. Mine is fragrance free. So we'll see. I love this. This is a travel size. I'm actually so excited for this, like tiny little thing. I can take this traveling with me. I love that. Okay, next up, I've also never used this before. This is a glossing 5-minute lamination mask for your hair. I've never done a gloss on my hair before, and I've seen so many people do it, and I really wanted to do it. So the way you use this is rinse off treatment. So you shampoo and condition like regularly in the shower, and then you put this on and you leave it for 5 minutes, and then you rinse. It's got glycolic acid. It's very gentle even on color treated hair, 100% free of sulfates. That's very good to know. Instantly boosts hair shine. Oh, it smells so nice. Okay, I'm very excited to use this, and I'll definitely keep you posted on this as well. Another item is the Midnight Eye Cream. I have another one of this, but I'm very excited. I haven't used this one yet, so I will also keep you posted on this one. First of all, how beautiful and cute is this little packaging? Apply morning and night to eye, after your serum and moisturizer. Okay, speaking of serum, the two serums that I got, I swear by these. If you saw my this morning's skincare and a lot of my skincares lately, I put these two on. This is a hyaluronic acid. This is also a hyaluronic acid plus caffeine. This is 2.5 hyaluronic and caffeine. This is 1.5 pure hyaluronic. This is for your whole face. This is for your under eye. I love the applicator on this one. It's also, as I said in my last video, it's also in the experience, like the applicator has these little cool little stainless steel balls, and they roll around, and they always stay cool. Yeah, it's got this like roller, you like roll it under your eyes, and it just feels so good. The one thing is that you have to leave it for a couple of minutes before you, because it stays really wet, for a couple of minutes before you apply your eye cream. But these two are going to be part of my skincare for a very, very long time, because they're truly the best. They're truly the best. And then last but not least, we have got fragrance-free triple power anti-aging moisturizer, firming, reduces wrinkles and brightens, pro-retinol, vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid. The interesting thing is that you can use this day and night, and I am just using one of these already, mixing it with my other cream that I use. I use this every morning. I don't use it at night. At night I use a little bit like a thicker cream, but this for winter time, of course. But this is a very good moisturizer. It's creamy, it's silky, and it's just gives you a very beautiful feeling. The thing is, the other one I have smells like one of my shampoos that I've used before that I can't put my finger on. It wasn't L'Oreal, because I haven't used L'Oreal shampoo in probably 30 years. I know smell is one of those things that takes you back. It's what smell and music. Those are the two things that bring memory back so quickly. But I really don't think, I don't know, maybe it was a L'Oreal, maybe it was another company owned by L'Oreal that the shampoo smells like the lotion, so it takes me back. But this one is fragrance free, so if you're looking for something fragrance free, that's definitely worth it. Okay, I already told you I need some water. My mouth is dry. Sparkling water instantly gives me such a good feeling. Okay, we said we're going to talk about a couple of things that I do, but a lot of the things. Ooh, I just got distracted because I saw. Did you see how I got distracted? Okay, these are the colors, the eyeshadow sticks that I have. The other ones, I've been already using the black one. The way I use the black one is I apply a tiny little amount on my upper lash line, and I blend it in with either with my finger or a brush. And then this is like a copper, really beautiful copper color. This is like a grayish, beigeish taupe. That's what it's called. Okay, taupe. This one called Starry Bordeaux. And then this one is and then this one is All Night Black. They're very good. I've been using them a lot. Okay, about the things I've been doing in the winter time, because I really do think that they have made a huge difference in my life. And because they've been such a helpful tools to me, I really want to share them. One of the main things is that a lot of people think that they have seasonal depression and just depression overall. I'm not, okay, we need to put this disclaimer out there. I'm not giving any medical advice whatsoever. But a lot of people, all I'm saying is that when a lot of people think that they may have seasonal depression or just sadness all the time or mood changes all the time, one of the main reasons is because they're not getting enough sun. It's simple as that. They're not getting enough sun. For me, fall and winter are the months that I run after sun. Like I'm chasing the sun. Even if I'm in the house and I see a little sunshine, I grab my coffee or grab my tea and just sit there and enjoy the sun for a couple minutes, especially in the mornings, like sunrise. That's why I put sunrise in there. I've been chasing the sunrise almost every morning. Yes, we've had some cloudy days, but also we've had some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunny mornings where I just sit in my car for half an hour and watch the sun come up. That's your natural red LED light, natural red light therapy, if you're wondering. So if when you see a lot of people put like red light therapy in the room, you can actually get it from nature. You can actually get it from the sun. The first 30 minutes of the sun and the last 30 minutes of the sun, that's an actual natural red light therapy. So what I do is I sit in the car, open my windows. Sometimes it's freezing, so I turn on the heat a little bit because I still want to get that cold feeling, and open all my windows, turn on the heat just a little bit, and just sit there and enjoy the sun. It is such a good feeling, and it makes a huge difference. It helps your circadian rhythm. It helps you have a better sleep. It helps. There's so many benefits that I can't even name. I'm going to try to put some of them on the screen, but they're just endless benefits of getting extra sun. So when a lot of people think that, oh, I have seasonal depression, oh, I have this, I have that, I have that, it's because we have darker days and we don't have as much sun as we do in the spring and summertime. You have to actually step out of the house and go get some sun, because otherwise you're not going to get it. You just go sit in the sun in the morning and in the afternoon. The thing is that the lifestyle right now, it's either you're working from home, you're not leaving your house, or when you leave your house, sit in the car, go to work, inside, indoors, then sit in your car, come back home and be inside the house. Maybe you run some errands, maybe you do some things, but we're a lot less in the sun and a lot less outdoors. Going out in nature, just go for a 10-15 minute walk. I've talked about this so much. I think I did a full video on all my healthy habits that have changed my life. This is one of them. Outdoor walks. Just get out for 10-15 minutes. Make it a cozy thing that you love doing. Take a cup of coffee with you, take a hot cup of tea with you, wear your cozy cardigan, wear your cozy scarf, do something that makes you feel comfortable, and then take it outside. Just go for a 10-15 minute walk. Just soak up the sun. Even if it's cloudy, go, because you're still getting the benefits of the sun. So that's one of the most important things that 100% it has to be done almost every single day, especially during the winter months, because that's really going to help your mood. The thing is that winter hits people really hard, and than any other season, and a lot of people think that there's something wrong with them, where in reality they just need a little extra sun. So it really helps me. It helps me sleep better, it helps me feel better, it helps my mood, my energy, just my overall health. It's game changing. It's really going to change the way you feel, and mentally, physically, and emotionally every single day. Another thing is getting more rest. Winter is for resting so that you can reset and restart. Winter is for hibernating. Winter is for cocooning. Winter is for cozying up. So do all of that. Rest more. Definitely rest more. Make your home cozier at night. The moment it turns dark, one of the things I do is the moment, right now it's like around, I would say 4:45ish. The moment the sun goes down and it gets dark outside, I turn on all my candles. That's another thing. I have candles. I have these like ambient little table lamps that I've shown many times in my videos before. I turn a couple of those on. Just I make the house, even if I have to work, I still have to continue to work for another like 3-4 hours, but I make the house cozy so that the extra darker days can help my mood and help my energy levels. And it's really been helping. Maybe even if it's just one candle, just turn it on next to your desk, next to your table, on your dining, if you're working from home, next to your dining table, next to your wherever you can see it constantly. It really helps my mood. Like turning on candles, it's a must for me. The moment it gets dark, the light will go ching. I'm turning on all the candles. I'm turning on all the little ambient lighting, not those overlight crazy like LED lights, because that's also not too good for you. They flicker and they really mess up with your nervous system. Even if you don't see the flicker, your brain sees it, your nervous system feels it and sees it. So if you have those LED lights, it's fine, but don't turn them on all the time. You need a little bit more calmness. So turning on candles that have like a little really warm, I'm not saying LED just for the temperature. Right now they're making a lot of LEDs like warmer tones. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the temperature. Any LED light has these flickers and they really mess up with your nervous system. So you don't want to do that, especially at night, especially in the winter time, because you want to be able to go to sleep comfortably. You want your brain to just slow down. Sorry, that's my timer. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. That was my I do the stretch and fold, and it's funny because, is this waterproof? Because I just washed my hands 2 times with soap before stretching and folding, and this didn't go away. Hold on. Well, it is waterproof, yeah. So smudge resistance, transfer resistance, heat resistant, and waterproof. I love it because in the summer that means it will stay on. That's crazy. I'm actually now extra excited. Look at it. I wash my hands 2 times with soap, and trust me, I have this thing about my hands that they have to be like super clean. So trust me when I say I wash my hands for like 15-20 seconds each time, twice. Okay. Well, I was saying that you need a lot more rest. You need to give your body the rest it needs. If you're feeling tired in the wintertime, it's because your body needs rest. There are actually 2 books that I'm currently reading that I can't wait to show you. I will show you tonight. Hopefully you can buy and enjoy, because we've officially reached first half of winter. Hopefully you can enjoy them second half of winter. I'm headed actually to horse riding, and I just did my last stretch and fold, and we gotta go horse riding because I gotta come back and do the bread before it's too late. And then actually after horse riding we have, I think, 1 or 2 errands. I gotta go to Ulta to pick up a couple of makeups, and then I gotta go to Home Goods to pick up a couple of gifts for my friend. So horse riding, Home Goods, Ulta, home, and then I'll see you when I get back home.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely mindful.
Right. The almost next. The almost next. Don't look at it like that. Yeah. I'm not joking at all. Hi, beauty. Hi, beauty. Hi. How you doing? How you doing, big snoots? How you doing, big snoots? How you doing? Oh, hello, little. Do you guys have any eggs? Let's see. Let's see. Is there any eggs? No eggs. Oh, no eggs today. They're already taken. They're already taken. Hi. Hi, beauty.
A little bit of ketchup, air fryer.
Because hi, little guy, what you doing? What you doing, little guy? What you do? Yes. Yes, where's your home? Go home to your friends. Baby. Okay, got a treat first. That was your daughter's treat. Okay, stop. Okay, wait. Maggie, wait. Your snoot. Get your schnoozy schnoots. Schnoots, schnoots. You big schnoots. Okay, Maggie. Get your schnoots. Okay, wait. Ah! If you ate it? You ate it? Wow. Okay. Impressive. Maggie, get your big schnoozy. Okay. Maggie, wait. One, two more. Okay.
That one.
Scotty. Was there more? What? I think you have. That's it. Look. That's it, baby girl. I don't have any more, my love. I don't have any more. These are so cute.
Dime a dónde vas y en qué pensás. Tu alma está perdida, ya dejaste de soñar, cansada de andar, de no poder parar. Tus ojos se ven tristes, ya no sirve ni llorar. El sol volverá y te iluminará. Las nubes se irán y todo cambiará. para poder respirar.
Good evening, everyone. That was one of the most challenging horse lessons I've ever had because I was on a completely different horse today that I'm completely not used to. I've been on a different horses, I think once or twice, but it wasn't like this. This horse was extra challenging. I loved him. He's so adorable, but he was very challenging because he's been getting away with so much from what I heard and learned. And he thinks he can do whatever he wants. So I just have to learn how to deal with him because he kept definitely kept me on my toes, and I was sweating and freezing at the same time, and I was so stressed that my mouth was drying up, and I'm like, ah. That was definitely challenging. But I know this video has already, I'm trying to put this little thing, I know this video has already been very long, but I wanted to quickly wrap it up with the book that I promised to show you. This book is a seasonal lifestyle book. It's called An American in Provence. I've talked about this a couple of years ago when I bought it. And every year, our lifestyle changes. Every year, we think differently a little bit than the year before. Every year, we are just slightly different than the year before. And so this book has taught me different things every single time I read it, because you just learn different things from it depending on how your life is at that moment and that year. When I tell you, every time I read this book, I learn a new thing from it and I appreciate a new thing from it. So it's basically, it starts with, this is about Jamie Beck. This is about her life. She just packs up and goes to Provence. It's not supposed to be a forever thing, but she buys a one-way ticket and just goes to the south of France, and she ends up just living there. And the way she explains every little thing about every season makes you appreciate the little things in every season. Every season has a purpose. Every season has its own beauty, and every season has different things that you can really, really, truly enjoy. So I want to quickly show you winter, for example, right now. So it's basically divided into 4 different parts. It starts with autumn, then it goes to winter. Obviously, I'm on page, winter starts here. And the illustrations of this book, the way she explains the slow living, the tiny little things that you would not have probably thought in a million years. For example, one of the things she says, she went to the butcher shop and she noticed that people at the butcher shop are touching food with their bare hands and they're not wearing gloves. And then she went to get cheese and she realized the same thing, that people are not wearing gloves. And she's like, I noticed the art of touching food because energy is given by touch. And so she explains the importance of touching food and feeling food. I know that might sound a little gross, but it's not like that. She explains the art of it and the beauty of it. The tiny little things that you notice every year. Like, look at this illustration for a second. This is, I actually did a TikTok video on this, and somebody saw this specific page of this book, and she immediately was like, oh, what book is that? What book is that? I'm like, you actually need this book. So she basically starts winter by explaining a couple of things that are happening in nature. Then it has recipes for every season. It does say here, art, life, and photography. She's a photographer, so she captures the most beautiful photos, and every photo, sometimes I spend 5-10 minutes just looking at tiny little things. She has some photography tips actually for winter that I read the other day, and dating life and just being in a country that you don't know anyone. It's great because even if you live in a place that you know a bunch of people, the things she talks about makes you appreciate the people around you. It makes you appreciate the things you do have or the things that you don't have that you're not struggling with. It's just honestly a life-changing book for me. I know it may sound dramatic, but it's truly, and I glanced 1 second by accident because I was trying to find my page. I glanced at something in spring and I was like, oh, that is so, okay, this one. This is the flower I saw at the store today too. The flower that we put at our spread actually in the springtime. So I saw a quick glance at spring and I'm like, I'm looking so forward to reading spring again. And then she has, again, for every season, depending on the mood and the different things that are in season, she has recipes at the end of each season. Truffle, flatbread, duck, chicken, and then she just captures the most beautiful photos that you can just get lost in. Truly, truly one of the books that really helps me. I get so excited every season. I'm like, ooh, what am I gonna learn this time reading this book? And so yeah, this book has honestly helped me. I know there are probably a lot more seasonal lifestyle books on the market, but the most important thing is find something that makes you happy. Maybe reading philosophy makes you happy. Maybe reading a cozy book about a bookstore makes you happy. Maybe reading a book about a flower shop. Maybe reading a nonfiction. Maybe reading about history. Maybe you want to learn about maybe cooking book. I have cooking books, maybe decoration book, maybe like home decor, interior design. Something you're passionate about that truly makes you happy, maybe just pick up that book and read it. Obviously, I'm passionate about France and Provence and seasons and different seasons and how I can appreciate every little thing that every season brings. And just lifestyle in general. I mean, you know that about me. I read fiction books, I read nonfiction, philosophy, psychology, romance, history, cooking books, decoration books. There's so many different things that I read because I can't just focus on one genre. I can't just focus on like one little book. Sometimes I have 5 books at the same time and it depends on my mood. That's another thing. Maybe do that. Maybe pick up a couple of different books and be like, okay, tonight I'm in this mood. I'm not always in the mood to read my novels. I'm not always in the mood to read my philosophy books. Not every single night. Definitely not. Sometimes I'm like, I just want to shut down my brain and just shut it off. Not shut it down, shut it off and just read something that doesn't require any brain power. Some nights I might be like, no, I want to learn. I want to learn how to do this and how to do that. And sometimes I'm like, I just want to go to France. I just want to just go into a different world. I just want to go to France and live through her eyes and just see the little things in France. So whatever makes you happy, do that. Cozy book, journaling, wearing cozy clothes, comfy clothes, something that makes you happy, super soft, something good quality that you know it's making you feel comfy, turning on some candles, turning on some ambient lighting, not crazy overhead LED lights at night, especially not at night, wearing blue light glasses. That really, really helps me. I honestly have these on all the time now because we're constantly on our either TV, phones, or computers, and this really helps. It helps better sleep, it helps with headaches, it helps with a lot of different things. Finding your book, finding the things that makes you happy and makes you feel super cozy. Do those nature walks, sunlights. These are the things that we can take away from this specific video. I have so much more in other videos. I've already shot a couple of things for the next Sunday's video, which is the super cozy soup. You're gonna love the soup. I've already shot it because I made it yesterday. Super cozy soup. And I have a couple other things in my next video that I'll talk about. The little things that we can all do to basically love every season and enjoy every single day in every season. Well, this is a wrap for this video and I'm gonna go actually cozy up myself, maybe wash off my makeup. It's been such a long day, and just maybe cozy on the couch and read some books and enjoy some family time with my family. And thank you guys so much for watching. Love you. I'll see you on the next video.